It's an all-new episode of It's Just 10 Minutes. I'm your host, Mary Frazier. I don't know about you, but sometimes my life, it resembles a movie. The things I go through and experience, and sometimes my life, it's full of drama. Other times, it's a comedy of errors. It can be a thriller or a horror show, and then at other times, it's full of action and adventure. Whatever genre you fall into, give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes to review the movie of life. And now, it's just 10 minutes. I love movies. I love going to movies. I don't know too many people who don't feel the same. It's something about the smell of the popcorn, the comfort of the seats, the darkness of the theater, and the ability to escape my life for 2.5 hours. I went to the movies recently, and while at the movies, I noticed that every movie, no matter what the genre, they have 3 things in common: the previews, the featured presentation, and the credits. The previews are those 30-second to a minute clips of movies that are soon to debut. They are teasers to get us excited about the movie being previewed. And it's usually during the preview that most of us make up our minds if we're going to see that movie when it debuts. And I know for myself, while the previews are playing, in my mind, I'm deciding whether or not I'm going to see the movie, wait for it to come out on HBO, or to never lay eyes on it again. The previews at the movies, they have some life lessons in it for us as well. We have to remember, it's just a preview. It's not the whole movie. It's just a clip of highlights, the good parts. And that's what people usually show us about their lives. When they post on Facebook or tweet on Twitter, those are previews. People can make their life look really great with a preview. Don't disregard your own life watching the preview of someone else's life. It's only a highlight. And while we're talking about our lives, don't confine your life to a preview. Don't confine your life or define your life by one mistake or one certain small experience. Life is the sum of the parts, not the parts. Always put your best foot forward, because sometimes in life, you only get one chance to make a first impression. There have been some movies that, based on the preview, I wrote them off. The preview didn't impress me. But when I finally saw the movie, I realized I missed a great movie because the preview wasn't any good. First impressions are important. When we have a first encounter with someone, put the best you forward. Be kind. Smile. Being nice goes a long way. That one encounter may be the only one that you get to show who you are. In our relationships with people, let us not be guilty of not giving people a second look. Yeah, I know the preview wasn't impressive, but let's be open to a second look. After all, someone gave you a second look. Aren't they deserving of the same? Don't miss out on what could become a great friendship or love relationship or business partnership because we allowed the preview to have the final say. Stay tuned. The featured presentation, it's the main attraction. It's what you paid the price of admission for. No one pays for the previews. They are just part of the package. But the featured presentation, the movie, the collection of the clips from the preview you saw months ago, they're now being presented in full, in their totality. And sometimes, what looked like an Oscar winner in the previews turns out to be a dud. I mean, we've all been there. A movie that looked great in the previews, but the featured presentation had only one feature: bad. And that's how people are sometimes. From afar, they look great. They appear to have it all together on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. But when you spend some time with them, when you get to know them, you discover that Facebook and Instagram and those Twitter posts, that's all they had going for them. But don't beat yourself up over that. It happens, because life is like that as well. I remember interviewing for a job once, and while in the interview, the job description and the interviewer, everything seemed perfect. The location wasn't far from where I lived. The money was great. They offered me the job and I accepted. And within 2 days of working there, up close with the other people, I realized I had made a mistake. What seemed great in the interview wasn't so great in the actual job. But don't let those type of experiences stop you from taking a chance when you get that experience again. Have you ever seen the preview for an action movie? It's all shooting and stuff being blown up and car chases and fights. In the preview, in the movie, the shooting and the explosions and car chases and fights all spread out. What am I saying? Life isn't all full speed ahead. There are lulls, but lulls are important because just like in a movie, lulls are times of setup and preparation. It's in the lulls when we get important information that helps to explain the climax. In life, the downtime, the lulls, the time between experiences is where we gain information and knowledge and wisdom and an opportunity to reflect. Don't think your life is boring or not worthwhile just because it's not nonstop action all the time. Take the time to breathe, relax, take it all in, enjoy the lull. The end of the movie, it's not always satisfying. Some endings leave us wanting more. Some endings leave us confused. Some endings leave us glad that it's over. But however the ending makes us feel, the one thing to remember, it ends. All movies end. Every experience we have in life, they end. Some endings leave us wanting more. Every date, it ends. Sometimes those dates leave us wanting another one, and so then the relationship begins. Other dates leave us glad to never lay eyes on that person again. The various experiences that we go through in life, they don't always work out. The good guy doesn't always win. But take heart, because we live to fight another day. We live to begin again. But this time, we'll be armed with better information, with important lessons learned, ready to begin our sequel. The credits roll. The previews, the featured presentation, they're all over. The credits, full of names. Names of all of those who had a hand in the making of the movie, from the star of the movie all the way to the caterer on the set. And that lets us know that you can't do it alone. No one can go through life alone. We all need help. We were not created to be silos, just doing our own thing, our own way, all by ourselves. We need others to help us to get to the places we want to go. Denzel Washington is a great actor, but none of us would know that if he didn't have great directors and writers and sound people to take his acting skill and bring it to life on the screen. You have a skill, a talent, a gift that needs other people's skills and talents and gifts to fully develop you. Allow people to help you. You can't do it all by yourself. If you could, life would be rather lonely. Everyone has a role. Everyone is important. Don't disregard and downgrade people based on some crazy hierarchy you have constructed. The people who provide the food on the movie set are just as important to the movie as Denzel Washington's acting. Why? Because can Denzel be Denzel if he's hungry and thirsty? Nope, not a chance. None of us could. Every job is important. And no, the caterer won't ever get the credit they deserve. We will never know their names, but that doesn't diminish their importance. Don't allow yourself to feel diminished because your name doesn't get mentioned. You just play your role, and in due time, you will get the recognition you deserve. The credits are the movie's way of thanking everyone that was involved in the movie making. Don't forget to thank those who have helped you along the way. Even if they didn't contribute much in your eyes, they contributed. Tell them thank you. And sometimes, as a reward for those who stay until the end, the credits, they'll contain a bonus scene. And sometimes that's used to set up the next movie. There's a reward for seeing things through until the end. Hang in there. You never know. There could be a bonus waiting for you at the end. Don't give up. Don't walk out on life before the end. Even as the credits roll, be looking forward to the next one. It's been 10 minutes. Thank you so much for listening. You can find us online on Facebook, Twitter, or at our website, www.itsjust10minutes.com. Find us also on Stitcher, Blog Talk Radio, Spreaker, and Podomatic. We're also on YouTube, so just look us up and follow us. You've got nothing to lose. It's just 10 minutes.